measure our wins in passion and loyalty, in hard work and good times. This is a place where we own who we are. This is the land. There's no other place.
What's up, everybody? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys and you ladies, this literally does not work. How you doing on this Taco Tuesday? I don't know about you, but I feel good, like I knew that I would now. I'm back in the shop, back in the shop. That's right, yeah, old school mix there. It actually feels great to be back in the shop. Working on, I need a shim. Look at that. That's a little micro shim for this stuff. The crazy thing is I'm building Joe Barty's. And what happens is, even though the wood's supposed to be 3/4 of an inch, sometimes it's a little bit less and sometimes it's a little bit more. And so you've got to be able to make it so it fits just right. And that's where the shim comes in, where you can just add like a 32nd or 64th of an inch or whatever to it to make it fit and work just right, because what you want it tight, but you don't want it too tight. If you make it too tight, then it'll split the wood. You don't make it tight enough, it's not going to be a strong joint. So you got to have just the right fit to make everything work and last. And so that's what we're doing. You look, you see all that wood behind me? You see all that, right? That's enough wood for 15 Joe Barty's. 15. That's a lot of work. But this is one of those things that I truly enjoy doing. I love being in my workshop. I love creating. And I really love when I send something to you guys and you send a picture back and tell me how much you love it, because I'm an egomaniac. I really am. I just love all the love. Yo, Mark, you know, my Joe, oh, let me kiss my Joe Barty. I love it. I love it. Everybody loves to feel loved. Because when you feel loved, it brings energy. It brings excitement. It brings joy. But when you don't feel that love, when you feel slighted, when you feel like somebody's looking at somebody else and giving them the attention as opposed to you, it brings up resentment. And that's where Aaron Rodgers is right now. Now, you know, they say creative people are a little touched. I think I'm creative and I'm crazy. I'm flat out crazy. My nickname in college was Crazy Mark. They didn't call me Crazy Mark because, hey, let's come up with a name that doesn't fit them. They called me Crazy Mark because I was crazy. Flat out. Got no bones about it. If you're crazy, hey, embrace the crazy. I do. So Aaron Rodgers, who for years was pissed off because he was not drafted high in the first round, number 1 versus Alex Smith, held that against Mike McCarthy. Even though they won a ring together, he still did not like Mike McCarthy. He held that resentment, that anger, and was integral in getting rid of him. Now, I understand what the Packers were doing. Like any organization, they were looking to say, you know, we don't know how much longer Aaron Rodgers has. You know, that's what we did with Brett Favre. Brett Favre won us a Super Bowl. But, you know, we realized that, like Len Dickey, he's not going to play forever. So we have to plan for the future. It's the natural progression of football. But Aaron Rodgers took that personally when they traded up to get Jordan Love, and I can kind of understand that because you look at it and say, instead of getting me help so I can succeed, you went ahead and did nothing to help me, but you brought in another guy. I can understand that resentment to a point. But at some point, you got to let it go. So, of course, he is wanting to get out of Green Bay or have Jordan Love traded and the GM fired. Or I'll retire. He's having a hissy fit. Now, Terry Bradshaw, he's like me, or he's even older than me, but he's old school. And Terry Bradshaw went into him. Basically called him a punk-ass bitch. Basically called him a crybaby. That, who cares who got drafted? You're an MVP. You got a Super Bowl ring. What the frick are you crying about? Man the F up. Stop being a little biatch. And see, this is the thing. Maybe it's the culture now. But it feels like everybody is looking for the easy route. They're looking for everything to be handed to them. You know what I'm saying? I don't like this team. No, I want to go. I want out of here. I don't want to play here. I want a new contract. It's like me. What happened to making what you have better? What happened to you taking on some responsibility of it instead of waiting for somebody else to hand everything to you? And maybe this is the namby-pamby type kids we've been raising and all that. All these kids that, because you played football, you get a trophy. Hey, Johnny, congratulations. We know you didn't touch the field, but here you go. Here's your trophy. And they got all these trophies up here and never did anything. It was just handed to them instead of guys earning stuff. And that seems to translate into adults that feel like everything's supposed to be handed to them. And that automatically everybody's supposed to give them their way. Oh, I don't like this coach. Fire him. I want him fired. I don't like the GM. He was mean to me. I want him fired. Man the fuck up. Stop that shit. But I will say this. All this drama helps the Cowboys as well as everybody else in the NFC. Unless Aaron Rodgers gets traded to the Giants or the Washington football team. If Aaron Rodgers were traded to Washington, that would be scary. With that defense and Aaron Rodgers, yeah, I would have sleepless nights. I honestly would because, Aaron Rodgers has literally killed us. Now, what I would love to see is trade Aaron Rodgers to Denver. Let him go against Pat Mahomes twice a year. Let them battle each other out. I'd be happy for me. But the drama right here with a team that's been to the last 2 NFC championships, having all this drama, hey, that's great for the rest of us. It's great. It is freaking awesome that we got this going on. I love it. Couldn't ask for more. Hey, it's a great thing. Don't let anybody fool you. It's a great thing for us in the NFC because if you knock the Packers down, that's one less team you got to worry about. And of course, you look at New Orleans. They lose Drew Brees. Is Tyson Hill? Is he going to be the quarterback, Mr. Inspector Gadget, or is Shameless Winston? That team took a step back. Atlanta, well, they got Kyle Pitts, but they still don't have a defense. Carolina, they got a long ways to go. You got to worry about Tampa Bay. But at some point, Father Time got to catch up with Tom Brady. He's got to come up and smack him and say, listen, you avoided me. Bam! You old now. It's got to happen sometime. So if we knock down one of the teams out there in the conference, hey, I'm happy as could be. It helps us. Let's just make sure that they don't trade them to the Washington football team. Man. All right. I got to check this real quick. Got to make sure it's the right size. Jim. Look at that. That's perfect. So here's the thing about woodworking. Look, you want it tight, but not too tight. So look, that's tight enough. Look, it slides on real easy, and it's holding it without any glue. That, my friend, is real love. All right, got to get cutting, doing what I love to do. I'm Mark Holmes, and I hope you're having a great Tuesday. I'll see you soon.